some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby. Receptionist. What now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30. Yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
We go tonight, like 20.
Come on. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Sponge. No.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A run for Nick Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go. 50. Wait. Let him know.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
He's cool.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerve should be set.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And to give this time to the tailback. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 68 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Situation. Let's go. Check the backer. Check the backer.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the air now with Goff. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now a handoff looking right. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Red, 18, David. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Let go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. That is caught at the 7. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll have a first down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. A big play that time out of Chubb. Give him 52 yards on the ground.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Here we go. 180.
Strip that ball.
On 2nd and 15 now. Goff. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Eli Apple. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. 94 yards, and the Raiders have taken the lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! Big hit all day. Sack City. Sack City, baby.
Brings up 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays gear.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A shotgun snap for gone. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
The
Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check.
To throw again. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right there. Let's put them on the buses.
Gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, gone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hold on. Check.
58, right over there.
Hey, Foxtrot. Turbo's up.
Here's Gone. Going up top. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
You got it.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one.
We play to win.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Bravo!
On first down, Love. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check, crunch, super one,
Chubb. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
White 20.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Denver. And take it right on the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter down in Arizona. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Let's go now. 30 base, let's go. Big stop, let's go. Go. Watch the slant.
Motion, motion.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Stay with your man.
On 1st and 10, Love. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
What we got? Nice 7, let's go. See him. On. Now. Ready, go.
Operating from the gun, Love. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as his guys continue to pour it on.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Give me some. Here we go, here we go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Goff. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the 19-yard line.
We go tonight. 180.
58, right there. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Now Chubb running right. Finding room at the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get 1 score closer.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Gonna save the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
60, orange. Let's get off the field, D. Yep. The field, D. 52's the mic, boy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Ready,
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
52. Alpha. Watch Mike. Ricky. My 52. Get ready. Let's go.
2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Let's go. 50. Plant. Go.
Back to throw. Love. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? He may meet up with this team again.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
Value three.
58 to Mike. Check Mike.
Hey, Zoo.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Going to give this time to the tailback. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number.